Thanks to the resub, Timbo. Are you saying it's not BattleBit? BattleBit does slap. I did like BattleBit. Did you hear that the Reddit hackers are threatening to release 80 gigabytes of data they stole earlier this year unless Reddit pays them 4.5 million and reverses their API changes? Is 80 gigabytes of data from Reddit a lot? That sounds like one subreddit. It must be like very sensitive data. That's not even the size of Jedi Survivor. There's a resub gauge. Could be 80 gigabytes of username and passwords. User data, maybe. That's possible, yeah. You know, I'll look it up. We're just hanging out anyway. Let me take a peek. Reddit hackers threaten to leak data stolen in the February breach if the company doesn't pay 4.5 million and abandon fees. Oh, I have to turn off my ad block. Not doing that, Wall Street Journal. No siree. You won't get me that easily. Hackers gained access to internal Reddit data through a phishing campaign targeting employees. The hackers want ransom money plus changes to the controversial API updates. Oh, they're going for almost the Robin Hood approach, but instead of sharing money, they're walking back a greedy change from the company they're stealing from. It's so impressive how successful phishing scams are at like very high level tech corporations like Reddit. You'd think the employees would know how to avoid a phishing scam. Thanks to the resub, Tom and Lycan. They've stolen 80 gigabytes of data from Reddit and threatens to release if the public demands aren't met. But what is the data? Because again, 80 gigabytes of data is just a little bigger than Lord of the Rings Gollum. Like, that's not a lot if it's just general Reddit shit. If we're talking user data, that could be pretty big. If we're talking like sensitive data on the Reddit backend, also pretty big. It's very vague. Okay, the company maintains that the hackers haven't accessed user data that wasn't public. So I guess that takes it off the table if you're to believe Reddit. Thanks to the resub emotions. Hope you're doing well. This is just a recap of the API stuff. Reddit previously fell victim to attack in 2018 in which a hacker gained access to user data, including email addresses, old usernames, and passwords. I vaguely remember that one. I guess we'll see how this plays out. I'm very curious to see how Steve does this. We don't negotiate with terrorists. Release it. The API changes must go through. And also, don't wear Reddit merch in public. For your own safety. $4.5 million, that's like 1 week of API access. Yeah, true. Thanks a resub spar late. The financial institution I work at receives a ton of those, and they're insanely realistic sometimes, using emails we sent in the past and replying to them. That is pretty sophisticated, I suppose, yeah. Better than just, hey, click here for big tits in your area kind of shit. And the next thing you know, you got malware. Or like, type your username and password into this in order to fix your account. He's the Prime Reeves. I don't know what that means, silly. It's usually an intimidation or persuasion tactic. The ransom? Yeah. Absolutely. Maybe they really do have some super sensitive data, but we have no way of knowing. This is just to put public pressure on Reddit. Is it true that Kick is paying $16 an hour? I keep seeing that, like, rumor on Twitter, but I've seen nothing from them about that. That'd be outrageous. $16 an hour regardless of viewers? That's just an infinite money glitch. Well, not infinite money glitch, I suppose, but just free money on the side of whatever you do. So there's no fucking shot. I highly doubt that'll ever be the case. Things are sadistic. Yeah, we talked about that like a week ago, and I keep seeing it pop up like it's real. There's no way. It is viewer and sub-based. Where are people finding this information? I've seen nothing about that, like in any posts or anything, just on Twitter from like random people talking about it. Exit Prime. Jellin and the Resub Ramen and Lo-Fi. And the Resub Parker. It's only once you're partnered with Kick. Ah, okay. Train talked about it on stream. Alright, I mean, I haven't seen any posts like that, but I guess. That sounds like it's gonna bleed tons and tons and tons of money. If it's not based on, like, viewership and shit. Is the Resub Fiend? Do you think Kick can become the new Twitch if they get rid of gambling? No. Like I said, if Twitch keeps fumbling as hard as they are, I think what'll likely happen is you'll see all four of the major streaming platforms carve out their own niche. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, they'll all have their own niche, and they'll probably be successful in their areas. But no, it's never going to replace Twitch. I do see a future, though, a potential future where at some point Amazon like cares even less about Twitch and leaves it to kind of flounder under its own lack of direction, and maybe in 10 years it's not around. I do kind of see that as a possibility. But no, I don't think Kick replaces it. I think it would be YouTube that would step in and replace it. In that case. Rumble's not a real streaming platform. Brother, tell that to the people on Rumble that are getting fucking bags to go there. There is an audience there. It's not an audience most people like. It's a pretty fucking weird platform. That place is pretty degenerate. But it is successful in its niche. What is Rumble's niche? Fucking degeneracy, man. That shit is pumping out some of the weirdest, most, like, actually hateful shit. It's crazy. I don't think everyone on Rumble is, like, hateful, but there are so many moments that come from Rumble that are just disgusting. Rumble is a place I used to go to listen to more flat earth conspiracy theorists and reptilian enthusiasts. Before it blew up, that's what it was mainly used for. So that's when I used to go there and, like, actively watch it, because it was really entertaining when YouTube purged them. Like I said, I don't think that's all of Rumble, but it is a good chunk right now, and that's kind of the public perception of it. I mean, you have people like Kai, Speed, Gideon, Miz there too, and a couple other like normal people on Rumble for the most part. But that's not the whole.